day 23, welcome back. I'm just in the middle of cooking and I thought I'd do the quick video now. I must tell you, the pizza crust I made, that I overcooked slightly, went down so well yesterday. The little bit I salvaged, I made 3 small pizzas for each of my children, and they got to decorate it and put the stuff on themselves, and although they were quite small, and we had it for salad and other stuff with it, and they just had it for lunch, but they loved it. I think one of them said she preferred the proper pizza base, but this was okay. My son just wolfed it down, never said a word. In fact, I don't think it had time to even touch the sides of his mouth. It was gone in seconds. And my eldest said she thought it was lovely. So we're really chuffed. We bought another cauliflower, and we're going to have another go this week at doing full-size pizzas, and I'll have the parchment paper down so it won't stick. So that's a real plus. We had quite an adventure with food yesterday because, like I said, we tried that for lunch, which worked well, and then for dinner we had tacos. Now, we love tacos. Excuse me, I'll just give this onions a stir. We love tacos anyway, but it's really healthy as well because my children eat loads of salad when they have tacos. Now, I actually made tacos from scratch, and don't laugh please at my tacos. Okay, there is my taco, that's one of them, and they're quite interesting shapes, some of them. Now, I made these. I don't even think I had quite the right corn meal, really, because I think you have special stuff that's really quite fine, and this is quite grainy. But it worked. It's quite chewy, but my children loved it. And you know, I'm not doing this to win cooking competitions. I'm not doing it to entertain other people. I'm doing it to feed my children, and like I said, my children thought it was lovely. So now it was taking me too long to make enough for everybody, and I didn't even have enough cornmeal. It takes quite a lot up. So we did actually use some bought taco shells. I used to use the taco trays, and they seem to have disappeared. You can't get them anymore. The shells annoy me because they fall to bits and then stuff goes everywhere, whereas the trays you could load it up and eat a bit at a time. Anyway, that's my little bugbear. The taco trays are kind of in the dino diet in the fact that they're just corn and sunflower oil. But like I explained in the good fats, bad fats, the sunflower oil, when it's heated, is really not good for you. It's quite toxic. So we did have the sunflower oil, which, you know, I shouldn't really have done, and I should have just made more. Well, I didn't have enough. So, but you know, I'm not under law, I'm under grace. So we did veer very slightly off on that. So we had taco shells, and then we had these. These I had in, we did refried beans. Now my refried beans are probably totally different from most refried beans in the fact that we have, it's coconut oil. I fry them in, and it's just coconut oil, lots of pink. Can you see that? Can you see the colour? I don't know if you can. That's my pink salt, my pink Himalayan salt, and then your beans. I can't remember. I think I had white kidney beans or something. So you just heat your oil up, put your salt in, put your beans in, and mash them up. Obviously your beans are already cooked, but you mash them all up and keep frying and mashing. If they get a bit dry, I'll add a bit of water, but I find that's usually enough. Does need quite a bit of salt, but it's lovely. My children love that. So we had that, and then I also made I got a recipe for a raw vegan sprouted lentil taco meat alternative. And and I don't know whether you can see it. That's it there. It was really tasty. When I came to make it, I suddenly realised it was supposed to have a load of mushrooms in, which I totally missed from the recipe when I printed it off and when I'd done my shopping list. But we're not eating mushrooms at the moment because we're staying off the funguses, so we're not having mushrooms or yeast or, you know, those sort of things. Just while we're on the diet, we're not having them. So I thought, and I didn't have any anyway, and I was making it. So I just added some extra onion and then made it. Now I did cook my onion because I didn't want to eat, the children wouldn't have eaten raw onion, you know, they wouldn't have eaten it. So I did cook the onion. I cooked the onion in the spices, and then added the soaked, it's got soaked sunflowers and the sprouted lentils, and then I just put those into the cooked onions and just warmed it slightly so it's warmed through, and we served that, and that was really, really nice because it had just that chili flavour that sort of gave it that sort of taco-y spice, and it was really tasty. Now, the other thing I made, which was quite last minute, is I made this, don't know whether you can see, don't know how you can see the colours, it's sort of pinky colour. That is taco sauce, and that is made from cashew nuts, water, red pepper, a little bit of chilli powder, I'm trying to think, I think that was it. And that, oh, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And that was really delicious. It was sort of a bit like, a bit sour creamy almost. And we sort of had that on the tacos. Now we don't tend to normally have the taco sauce when we do tacos. I just do the meat and the vegetables and refried beans. But we had, I made it last minute. I thought, oh, I'll have a go. And I'm really glad I did, because that was so tasty. So we had a real adventure in food yesterday. Everything was lovely and scrummy, and my children loved all of it, which was really good, because we've had a few recipes where they've not loved. So I'm starting to get recipes now that are quite easy to do and are I'm building up a sort of a core stack of recipes, and recipes that actually we will carry on eating after the diet's finished. Now, I'm not sure I'll be able to persuade my husband to have the lentils instead of his mince in his tacos. But you know, we will do these. I will keep adding these. These recipes that we're finding, we'll keep having them after the diet, because we don't want the diet to finish and then us to go back to eating rubbish. It's going to defeat the whole point of it, really, because for me, yes, it's a time of having a clear out and for getting clarity of mind and for connecting with God spiritually, but it's also a time to just change my eating habits and our eating habits, and get rid of also those cravings for bad foods. And because we're doing it for 40 days, it really gives ourselves time to get into eating healthier and get rid of some of those bad habits. So to then go back as soon as it's finished and to start eating, as most people do with Lent, then go and buy all their Easter eggs and eat a ton of, normal, horrible, bad for you chocolate. It's probably not horrible, but, and to just undo everything we've done is just silly. My children will get Easter eggs at the end, but as always, they get rationed how much chocolate they have anyway, and I may see if we can find something. Well, I've got some molds. We'll make some healthy chocolate too. So anyway, I'm gonna go there because I need to get on with my cooking. Today we're having chickpea and cashew nut korma, which we've had before, and my daughter absolutely loved it. All the children liked it, but one of them really just went loopy over it. So I'm actually making a real big pot of it up, so we'll have one meal today and then I shall freeze the other meal so we can have it either next week or the week after. So it's one less meal for me to cook, especially if we end up going house hunting again. I can have that ready. I'll have something at home ready for us to eat. Have a great day. Enjoy your food adventure. Find some new recipes, because we do get bogged down in the same things all the time. So it's good to expand your wings, go find some new recipes, get on Pinterest. There's thousands on there. Try something new and just enjoy the experience. You know, dare to try something a bit wacky, because the worst that's going to happen is you won't like it. You know, it's not going to kill you. But you just won't like it, but you could end up having something that you just think, wow. So, bye for now, take care, see you tomorrow.